For years, the global conversation around artificial intelligence, well, it's been dominated by a pretty small group of players. But a major announcement just dropped that could fundamentally change who gets to write the rules. So let's break down what just happened.
And for a long time, this was just the accepted reality, right? The hubs of AI power and policy were pretty well established, and they were setting the agenda for everyone. But it looks like that status quo is now being directly challenged.
And that's because a pretty historic announcement has just been made, one that's really aiming to redraw the entire map of AI leadership. That's right, India has just announced it will be hosting the IndiaAI Impact Summit in 2026. And this is being positioned as something much, much bigger than just another tech conference. It's a serious bid to reshape the future of AI. So go ahead and mark your calendars for February 19th and 20th. Now, the venue is the magnificent Bharat Mandapam in New Delhi. And if that sounds familiar, it's because it's the exact same stage that hosted the G20 Summit, which should tell you everything about the scale of this ambition.
And here's the really crucial point. It's being framed as the first ever global AI summit hosted in the Global South. You know, that term for the developing nations across Latin America, Africa, and Asia. So this isn't just a conference, it's a huge statement about who gets a say in shaping the future of our technology.
Now, to really get why this is such a big deal, we kind of have to understand what this summit is pushing back against.
The organizers are basically saying that, up until now, a lot of global AI discussions have resulted in a whole lot of talk, what they're calling high-level statements, without enough real concrete results on the ground. And this points to a really fundamental shift in focus. See, while past summits in places like the UK and France were centered on big ideas like safety and vision, India is pushing for a whole new emphasis on impact and action. It's a very deliberate pivot from abstract discussions to tangible, real-world applications.
And this whole focus on action is being framed around some incredibly tough but practical questions. It's not just about these theoretical risks anymore. It's about, how do we solve real problems for real people?
But the questions also get much, much bigger, tackling the massive environmental footprint of AI. I mean, the energy these data centers and models chew through is a huge challenge, and this summit wants to put that right at the front and center of the conversation.
And then there's the geopolitical question, right? How do we move from a world where the Global South is mainly just a consumer of Western technology to one where it's a co-creator and equal partner in actually shaping its own future?
So, how does the summit plan to answer these massive questions? Well, it's proposing a framework called the India Way, and it's all built on 3 core pillars.
The whole idea behind the Indian Way is an approach to AI that is, first, fundamentally inclusive, making sure nobody gets left behind. Second, sustainable, so it doesn't end up wrecking our planet. And third, scalable, so its solutions can actually work for a population of over 1 billion people.
This whole approach is built on 3 pillars, or as they're calling them, the new sutras of AI, which is a term from ancient Indian texts that means a guiding principle. So the first is people, which is all about making sure AI becomes a net job creator. The second is planet, a serious commitment to building energy-efficient green AI. And the third is progress, making sure the incredible benefits of this tech are shared by everyone, not just concentrated in the hands of a select few.
So, let's put it all together. You've got the announcement, the critique of the old way, this new framework. What does it all really mean? Why should this summit matter to anyone outside the world of tech policy?
Well, for one, this initiative isn't shying away from the real and present dangers. The whole conversation around the summit openly admits the risks of job disruption and that persistent, tricky problem of algorithmic bias. So this is not some naive tech utopian vision.
And this quote right here, it gets to the absolute core of the philosophy. The argument is that you can't solve AI's problems by hiding from them. Instead, you have to lead. You have to proactively shape the technology's direction instead of just trying to clean up its negative side effects later.
I mean, the ambition here is absolutely massive. The stated goal is to lay the groundwork for international cooperation on technology for the next 10 years. This isn't just about one event, it's about setting a whole new long-term trajectory.
And in a move that really fits with its focus on inclusion, this high-level conversation isn't just happening behind closed doors. The summit is actually open to the public, and registration is live right now for anyone, from developers and students to founders, who wants to be part of this discussion.
So I guess that leaves us with the big question. It's a bold, incredibly ambitious play to shift the very center of the AI universe. But can one summit, from one country, truly redefine the global direction of a technology as powerful and as fast-moving as artificial intelligence? We'll start to find out this February.